back to another episode of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Sorry I haven't done anything for the past week or two, but I've been a little busy with my own stuff. But I'm hoping I can jump back into it from here. Did I put them down here?
So,
Yes. Indeed.
elves came from spirits.
An incredible revelation of what happened thousands of years ago.
I asked Davern what he thought, and he just shrugged.
He would.
That's what that is. Okay. Yeah, it came from there, so.
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside, the size of a village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
I don't have to separate you two again, do I?
Of course not. We're professionals.
Very professional. Professionals.
Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
I don't think they get any worse than Weishaupt.
No, Weishaupt was a shit show. Bad jobs are a different beast.
Weishaupt was a lot of beasts stuffed into a burning fortress.
You joining us then?
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanus owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda. That Bronto.
Wonder how bad a Bronto job could be. You know what? I don't want to know. Down this way.
I got word from a Qunari linguist. Not Antam, real Qunari. She can translate the tablet for me. Wants to meet on my beach in Ravane.
You need company?
Maybe. Yeah. Just let me know when you're free.
Avatosh. The air has been running from the storm all afternoon. You came just in time for it. There are others here as well, up the beach.
Yeah, it's okay. We came to meet them.
Kunari, not Antam, but real Kunari, like us. Their little ship avoided the Antam. They asked how I was. They told me I could go back to Parvalan with them, if I wanted.
What do you mean the air is running away from the storm?
We think of air as being nothing, but if you have felt a driving wind, you know it has weight. On a calm, sunny day, the air rests on you like a warm, thick blanket. When a storm is coming, the air pushes on you less. We say that it is afraid, running from the storm.
You can feel the difference in the air?
Some of us use tools to measure it. Some of us can feel it in old aches, or the way your body knows the sun is rising.
Sounds like the Kunari are pressuring you.
No, they are not the Antam. They asked if it would help me. I think that I'm ready. And I think staying here would make me sad, now that Shathan is gone.
Yeah.
You have grafted your mother's horn to yours.
Yeah. Alchemist with the Lords did it for me. It'll grow now like my own.
And she will always be with you.
Hey, before we go, I brought food. It's probably not as good as she makes it.
Thank you, Evatosh. I will eat the fruit. Be safe. Do not stay out too long in the storm.
Right. Let's go see what the damn tablet says.
I've got your back.
Thanks. The Kunari translator said she had to give the translation in person.
That's a little odd.
Yep. Come on.
Did the translator at least give you a hint of what the tablet said?
Nope.
And she wouldn't say why we had to meet in person instead of just send.
Sorry. No food today. Next time.
Probably get all soggy anyway.
This is good. Simple.
Wet?
You're the one who keeps throwing rocks. Come on. No sense putting it off.
They got a ship past the Antam and the Raveni fleet?
It's a small ship. Probably snuck by with all the smugglers.
You are Evatosh and Rook. Shathan, who served as your Tomasran, was a friend to me.
Are you really going to be able to help Karash like you offered?
Yes, the Antam hurt many in the Qun when they launched their invasion on the south. Karash will go to those who heal the mind. It speaks well of Shathan that she helped him.
You study ancient Kunari language like Shathan did?
Yes, I study both the language and the culture of the first expedition. My hope is that by learning more of the first expedition, we can improve our understanding of ourselves.
What have you got for us?
Before I give you the translation, I must explain. What you learn here, I ask that you hold to yourself. What is there is sacred.
I wouldn't have learned it without Rook.
Then we will respect your trust. The tablet's message must only be spoken. It must not be written down.
So that's why you couldn't just send a letter?
Yes, the tablet warned us against doing so. I remember the words, but please, bring your fire to the tablet so that I can show you. By Dragon's fire, these words are revealed. Trust no story not hidden this way. When the adversary came, we mixed our blood with dragons to fight. Protect those with fire. They see what we cannot. We fled across the sea, but there is no safety here. We have sickened, and will soon die. If more of us come from across the sea, then the adversary will follow. Beware the devouring storm.
What kind of Vashadon is this?
Sounds like the ancient Kunari had some trouble of their own.
Whatever else is unclear, this offers proof that Tosh and others like them should hold a place of honor under the Qun. We were wrong to send them to the Antam as simple soldiers. And Chthon was right in taking you from us. She succeeded where we failed.
And she died for it.
I'll go check on them. All right. Where'd they go? Oh, Tosh. Found him. After all this, if I break my neck climbing up here in the rain, have to find the highest place around here. Hey, Tosh.
All that work. All the ancient Kunari crap that she died for. And what's the secret? More work? More responsibility? She can't just leave me with this. She can't just... leave me.
She never left you. She's right there on your horn. She'll be there whenever you need her.
The Kunari thought I was a mistake. The Dragon King thought I was a weapon. Shazan was the only one who believed in me. The Kunari want me to help them, protect them. What do I do with that?
The Kunari forgot the old stories. They messed up. You're gonna kick their ass until they remember again.
Like they'll listen to me.
According to that tablet, they have to.
We need the Kunari ready for whatever comes next. Whether it's the devouring storm or something else. They need to be united.
Most of the Antam broke away from the Qun, including any other Adari.
Then we need to get them back. And the Antam. They don't know how to live outside the Qun.
That's a good start.
I'm gonna make the Qun more like what it's supposed to be. What she taught me it was. I can do that for you. Tama.
ever you need me.
Nope. Wrong button.
Do you feel that?
I do. Like a light fever almost.
Feels like I'm being pulled apart, little by little. Ritual's already started. We don't have much time.
We stop them here and now. We can't let them hurt anyone else.
I know. I guess deep down, I thought maybe he'd listened. But he didn't. Let's go stop my brother.
Just imagine, tens of thousands of elves used to walk these streets.
Look at all that.
The seat of the Elvenon Empire. Until it was all destroyed by Tevinter Magisters and...
So what is that feeling?
The tearing apart one?
That'd be it.
It's you being, well, torn apart. Just really slowly.
Ah, right.
Okay, I was expecting a bridge here.
What's the plan?
Do you see those lyrium reserves by that opening? There should be matching anchors on our side. Let's try linking them.
Let's give it a try. Wow, it's amazing any of the city's still standing.
We're floating.
Yeah, weird.
Is this a ruin? It looks perfectly preserved.
Wild magic is like wild weather. It can flatten the building next door and leave you completely untouched. That's what makes it dangerous. It's unpredictable. Okay? The feeling's strongest here.
Maybe it's being caused by that crystal over there.
I think you're right. Let's check it out. feeling strongest here. That hum means this thing is amplifying the magic, sending the ritual over a wider area. Destroying this will buy us time. Or it should.
When we get to the center of this ritual, Balara, I only see one way this ends.
Right. Doesn't look like Syrian's changing his mind.
We gave him a chance. He didn't take it. Now we save everyone else. We need to get moving.
Right, okay. Be ready. This is gonna attract some attention. Here comes the first wave!
First wave? You're expecting more?
When hasn't there been a second wave?
Good point.
Nice one, Lucanus!
Look left!
Rain!
Well done! Everyone all right?
Here we go! Got him!
They're close. We need to close in. Trouble ahead.
Great! You gotta move! Ranged incoming. I don't see a way out of this room.
So we're trapped?
Well, temporarily. Let's disable this crystal and see what happens next. Oh, wait. The feeling's almost gone.
So we stop the ritual?
No, it's still going, but we slowed it down and bought ourselves a little time.
Then let's use that time well. Damn, demons.
That's one to expect.
Let's deal with them and keep moving. Careful ahead.
Save a little for the rest of us, bro.
They were weak. Next ones probably won't be. It'll get worse as we get closer to the ritual.
How do you know?
I don't. Plan for the worst, hope for the best.
What does Anaris plan to do with an army of demons?
I don't know. He seemed pretty focused on his current form. He can't do much without a physical body,
right.
so best guess, he's going for one of those. After that, not sure. But I don't
Is it just me, or is that tingling sensation starting to get a lot stronger?
It's not just you.
The magic's starting to change our own resonance, align it to the rituals.
And that means...
That we better hurry. Okay, I think it's like the bridge again. You need to link the anchors.
Should be easy enough.
It's never easy.
I wonder if there's something on the other wall we could aim the beam at. The wall opposite the door, I mean. Okay, it's not just about linking two anchors. You need to link the right two anchors.
Okay, got it.
I don't like this place. It's creepy.
What makes it creepy?
Arlathan usually feels like, well, like it's sleeping. But this place feels dead. Like someone wanted it wiped clean.
Fair enough.
should be right ahead. They're right through here. Syrian and Anaris. Time to stop them, no matter what.
Well, well, the little lost lambs. Are you here to join your brother at my side?
Balara! I told you to stay away.
I can't, Syrian. Not when it comes to you.
Why couldn't you listen to me?
Did you think we weren't gonna try to stop you?
This wasn't what I wanted, or how I wanted it.
Damn it, Balara.
Come now. They cannot halt my moment of triumph. Soon they shall witness my beneficence, as well as my wrath. Now, I shall make your people pure. Now I shall become flesh. Finish the ritual, Syrian. Let me deliver you to salvation. Wait. Something's wrong. This is not...
Wasn't sure that was gonna work.
Syrian? Is that... what happened?
Ivor Siobhan. It's me.
Okay. Glad I don't have to kill you now.
Right. Me too. Anaris was arrogant, confident. Figured he'd had me, so he never checked the ritual. So I did what I could to disrupt it. And hopefully send him back to wherever he came from.
But why'd you do it, Syrian?
I followed your heart. Like I said, it's a good heart. And I didn't want to disappoint you. Not again.
Right. I get it.
We should get going. The energy concentration here is...
Betrayed again. How tragic.
No!
How I've missed the smell. The taste of this world. Once I dispose of you and finish my ritual, I will have succor in the storm.
You took away my brother. I'm gonna make you wish you were still a spirit.
Then come, puling wastrels, and face me! Submit, fools! Bow your head to me!
Rook, we need to break the crystals, or else we can't hurt him.
Working on it.
You will kneel! Your brother was a fool.
You don't know anything about my brother.
He was weak, and he suffered for that weakness.
Shut up!
A clever trick, but you will not repeat it. Fall beneath the tides.
That's a lot of demons!
We've got this. Probably.
Another scuttling roach. Sounds of broken gods. We should have destroyed you. Become one with your stone. I should have never trusted a weakling like your brother. I will
second-tier loser.
What's impossible?
We got him. Bring him down.
He's weak. We can do this.
No, I will not go back. You will not send me. I must escape. It's I.
Syrian.
Is it over? Did we win?
We beat him. Sent him back to the Fate. Now hush. We need to get you out of here.
No. Not this time. I had my second chance. I don't get a third.
I can't lose you again, Syrian. Please.
I'm sorry for Sivan. For everything. Rook. Thank you. For helping Balara. For helping me. I wish it hadn't ended like this. I made these choices. No one else. Balara? One last favor to ask.
What is it?
Can you stay with me? Until it's light?
Yeah. Of course.
You need me for a fight.
Lucas Kyson, one of our own. He left on his calling months ago, then stumbled back in last night.
Have you met him before?
In passing, yes, but no more. He spent most of his time in the eastern garrisons, and then left for his calling.
That's one tough warden.
I've never heard of this before. Someone coming back.
Except the Gloomhowler. Warden Kryson, can you talk? What happened?
The dead aren't dead.
Who isn't?
The Deep Roads. The elf wants vengeance. She's planning a crusade.
Isaiah, a crusade against who?
Grey Wardens. All of us.
She's welcome to come up here and try.
Soon. She's gathering her forces. Griffons are there. Not much time.
Lucas?
Antoine, I need to know where he came out of the Deep Roads. It's time we flush the sewers. This is it, where Warden Kryson came back from his calling. Easy, boy.
He senses Darkspawn?
That, and the Griffins. This is your time, boy. You're ready for this. Hunt. Don't go getting a big head, boy. I mean it. You watch those tail feathers of yours. The second you feel Darkspawn breathing on them, you hide.
This thing, the Gloomhowler.
Isaiah.
Why would she take the Griffins to the Deep Roads? What does she want?
She was a Grey Warden. Last anyone heard, she disappeared down here.
After using blood magic on her own Griffins.
And she's still at it. The Archdemon blood she took from the cauldron? That's the end of Hassan's family if we don't stop her.
What's your name, Warden?
What is this place?
Sanctuary.
It reeks of Darkspawn and Blight.
Embrace it, and it will embrace you. The calling is not the end for Grey Wardens. You're no Warden. You're not allowed.
Not allowed to do what?
Join those who hear the song of the old gods.
You're sworn to kill Darkspawn, not befriend them.
She showed us another way.
She? You mean Isaiah?
Names fade. The song endures. But not for you.
Whatever you're doing down here, I'm sure it wasn't part of the Warden Oath.
The oath says we kill monsters like this.
It didn't have to be this way.
Only true believers shall pass.
You're a warden. Keep your oath.
Whiteout shall never fall.
What are you talking about? Feels wrong fighting other wardens.
What has Isaiah done to them?
I don't know, but the light's taken hold. Hassan, you okay? Good. You're doing fine.
Where are we anyway? Doesn't look like the Deep Roads I know.
They're building something down here. Almost like... Nah.
Like what?
A corrupted version of Weishaupt.
Darkspawn! And Wardens!
Fighting together? Wardens, what's wrong with you? Oh, what's wrong? You conspire with fiends of darkness? Snap out of this, Wardens. You say it's evil. You're following a monster. Come on, us.
It's just too much fun. I can't help myself.
It looks like Weishaupt, but worse.
Even blighted, they were still Grey Wardens once. Old memories linger. Echoes of them anyway. Twisted by Isaiah.
First Warden?
Rook, I'm never to be rid of you.
All this going on and I'm the problem?
You started the whole bloody mess.
How did you wind up here?
Gillenane did her worst. Then she found me.
The Gloom Howler? Isaiah?
Nothing will stop me. We'll defend Weishaupt to the death.
Weishaupt? You mean this place?
It stood for centuries. None will breach its defenses.
I don't know what Isaiah's done to you, but snap out of it, quick.
Send reinforcements to the north wall. Rally on my signal.
What are you talking about?
The Griffons will repel these invaders.
Where are they? What did she do with them?
Stop questioning my orders, Warden. 50 lashes for insubordination.
He's just like the others. He's too far gone.
What do we do?
Set him free. Even he deserves some mercy.
Only death will free them.
They managed to rebuild maps here, all across Thetis. Looks like battle plans.
Isaiah's ambitious. I'll give her that.
Found a blueprint for Weishaupt. The real one.
Must have used it to build this place. built Weishaupt's dungeon down here.
That's some attention to detail.
Why did Weishaupt even have a dungeon?
The real dungeon in Weishaupt usually had drunk wardens sleeping at all. Now they're housing a darkspawn army. I know. I missed you too, boy. I promise I won't disappear like that again. No, I didn't bring any ginger wort truffles.
Hassan! Your brothers and sisters are waiting!
Don't listen to her, son!
You tell her, Hassan!
Griffons will be born again!
She's starting the ritual. The Griffons.
We have to get in there.
I don't see the Griffins.
They're up at the top, past all this blight.
More blinding wardens!
I see them. Keep attacking the boils. Kill Isaiah.
We interrupted the ritual.
Hit her while she's vulnerable.
There's more.
The tyranny of Grey Wardens has come to its end. A new order will rise from the deep root.
Wardens, we don't have to fight. Isaiah's the real enemy.
We'll defend Weishaupt.
This isn't Weishaupt.
The Griffins!
Don't worry. We'll get you out.
Grey Wardens, destroy those who would destroy our cause.
Touch him and you die.
I'm giving him his freedom
How? By killing him?
by releasing him.
We know who you are. Isaiah. A Grey Warden who lost her way. You blighted the Griffins. You doomed them.
The Wardens doomed them by their own decree. I saved them. The eggs. These are the future. With blight in their veins, the Griffins will be immortal. The Wardens will never harm them again. I will be their shield against the pain.
And we're the blade that smashes the shield.
You're a Grey Warden. Act like one. Be the light in the darkness. Die, here and now.
The darkness offers protection. So it must be.
Hassan, like an arrow! Who's ready to go home?
That's a lot of new mouths to feed.
Tell me about it. Have to find a way to keep the Feather Brigade happy.
What did you have in mind?
I was thinking I'd ask my good friend Rook for advice. I'm too close to this. Too attached.
Davrin, they're hungry and staring at me. That one's salivating.
Let's do this. I asked you all here to make a decision. These Griffins need a home, purpose, a future. Evka, tradition would say they return home with the Grey Wardens, continue their lineage as warriors fighting the darkness.
We're already preparing the Eyrie for them. This time, we vow they'll be treated with honor and respect.
But I've also seen another side to them. A protective side. It's only fair to consider a new path. Eldrin?
Arlathan Forest needs a guardian. Sentinels to fight the marauders, the poachers, the rot. I'd be happy to train them.
And now the tough part. I trust all of you. I don't trust myself, my judgment. I'm too close to them. But I do trust Rook. He risked his life for these Griffins. Whatever he feels is best, I'll agree to.
Really? You sure?
No doubt.
When I think about Grey Wardens, Griffins are everywhere. On shields, flags, banners. Then Hassan showed me why. They're fearless, brave, and unstoppable. They're your brothers and sisters in arms. Their home is with the Grey Wardens.
Well said.
Thank you. We're a family again.
Son. I love you, boy. Don't want to lose you. They're your family. I understand if you want to go with them. It's up to you. Bye, boy. Welcome home! How about thanking Rook for all the help?
You're welcome, Hassan. Anything for a prince.
Wait, what's that you say? I can ride you all over Thetis when you're big enough?
Hey, now.
It's what he said, I swear.
Yeah? How about we discuss it over some gingerwort tea? can't believe we've got another archdemon to deal with.
This time will go better.
It has to.
Do you think you'll survive this one?
I don't know. Getting out of Weishaupt alive might have been a fluke.
It cannot be. Asan needs you. I wouldn't mind you sticking around either.
You're not so bad yourself.
Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezenkos's lantern, and smash it. That's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
Nothing livens up a party like having a few undead around.
It always lends them a certain ambiance. Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's gonna occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
That should be enough time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right. Let's find another way in.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hezenkos must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
What's her next trick?
Raise more undead, I'd wait.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hezenkos.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the balconies.
And see if Hezenkos has that lantern on her.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if a book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library. The library's to the east, right? Where we close Hezenkos's portal into the Fade.
Something brought her back to the mansion.
What? Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
Undead, and they aren't friendly.
Johanna's creatures. We must deal with them quickly. I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests? Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine. Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography? Hmm?
This isn't it?
Well, a handsomely bound volume, but no.
This one's in tomb script. Sacred Spheres of the Subconscious.
Oh, by Eglantine Feldevar.
We should take it with us. But no mention of a shrine. What about this? Oh, it's haunted.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book. See what he says. Were you waiting for us? Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. Ah, there is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I haven't seen this many stuffy mages in one place since, well, Minrathus.
Some necromancer celebrations are considered the height of Navarra's social season, Nev.
And I'm sure Morn Watch parties are up there.
Well, you'll just have to attend one yourself.
Ooh, I'll need a new hat.
The shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got there? Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred. Oh my. A body from the house of the Verheims, prepared during the Storm Age.
That's amazing. Should we take it back to the necropolis?
Well, if there's no claimants, it would be a crime not to.
Time to find Hezenkos. He's all yours, Emmerich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends, this one was abandoned, lost.
Emmerich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkos?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased? A willing dead companion. This one concedes. Hezenkos makes a thing that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else. Come now, you just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes.
More undead.
Johanna's work. We're on the right track.
All right. Where's that red tapestry? This wall looks... Secret door!
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Yes. Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
So Manfred speaks. That'll get the other Watchers talking.
And they said a simple wisp could only grow so much. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Well, Fred's always been remarkable. Could have told you that.
Oh, you must tell him so afterwards. Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hezekiah is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for.
Oh.
I'll need a wisp.
Fresh flowers. This place was sealed tight.
This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Oh my word!
Well, that's... She's not going for subtle.
Johanna, even half Lich, you can't control something this massive.
That glow in the skeleton up there. That's Hezekiah's lantern.
She's going to use the life stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Quickly, we must reach the lantern.
This is a revenge list.
Johanna was never one to refuse a long and... complex grudge.
People from the party, you,
Unsurprising.
and Manfred.
How dare she?
Of undead.
You may as well weep for the fuel in a bonfire.
I'm seeing why Hezekiah's failed that Lich morality test.
We must make haste to that lantern. Unbelievable! Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
That magic should be impossible, so of course we've run into it.
The Necropolis's wards here are still intact.
Don't think I can't sense your content about.
Oh, I wish Manfred had stayed above.
They'll be fine. We'll handle this. Can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
There's the lantern. You're gonna free the spirits inside?
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezekiah's trapped in the manor? That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmerich!
There are too many trapped spirits! I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
It's a shame you lived through it.
Petty words birthed from fear.
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right! I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it! How good to see you, friends. Scoffing colleagues, interfering Templars, inept rivals. You all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives.
Move.
You think you can stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will merge with my greatest work and conquer this city!
Emmerich, can she do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the life of the people here.
We need to stop Hezenkos long enough to destroy that lantern.
With that much life inside it, the backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
Once I destroy you wretches, my union with my creation will be complete! Aren't you persistent? Fine! I'll go down there myself!
About time.
Silence! I'll crush you myself if I must. It's touching that you brought your new friends to die with you, Volkaren. I'll be sure to bury you all in the same tomb!
Time is yours.
This isn't working. We can't break the lantern.
You think I'd leave myself vulnerable to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lives will fuel my triumph!
Think we should move! She's draining life from us. We must find shelter.
Right. You can't free the spirits in that lantern?
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Any last words, Volkaren, before I... Ugh, you miserable little...
Manfred!
Kick her ass, Emmerich.
by the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small-minded!
Emmerich, how's Manfred holding to...
We must go to the necropolis. His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Emmerich Volkaren. You were not expected so soon.
Hail, the lords of the necropolis.
Hail the Watchers. What has brought you?
My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmerich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom, Rook. That leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Emmerich, Lichdom is your life's work, your dream.
I imagined I knew its price. If I haven't even the strength to accept Manfred's sacrifice, I would outlive you all, Rook.
Would you still remember us?
Always. Kept alive in Lichdom's immortal memory. Death's swift touch, held back for all time.
If you really want to go beyond death, I think you have what you need to let all of us rest.
And peace shall follow. You're right. After I make my farewells, I will undergo the last rites of Lichdom. And Rook, thank you.
Emmerich probably has to prepare before becoming a lich. I should see how he's doing.
Lucanus.
Yes?
You and Nev?
Yes.
Nice catch.
Thanks.
And Spite's good with her?
No talking. When her hat comes off, go play with wisps.
Okay.
Another day.
Maybe tomorrow. Swimming? Don't push your luck. You're still learning how to fly.
You two have come a long way since we met.
Yeah, and he's still just a cub.
Wait till he's a teenager.
It's all about emotion with his son. What makes him happy, what makes him sad, or afraid. He's pure that way. No hiding anything. He likes you, you know it. He doesn't like you, he won't hold back.
What about me?
He's taken a shine.
Yeah?
Listen, I wanted to thank you. Without your help, the Griffins would have gone extinct all over again. You stepped up. They have a home because of you.
The Wardens seem like the right choice. They need all the help they can get after Weishaupt.
Evka's going to love you for it. Get some of that old Grey Warden pride back.
I wonder what Hassan's brothers and sisters think.
He says as long as there are clear skies to roam, warm sun to nap, and bellyfuls of food, they'll be happy.
A Griffin's word is good enough for me.
Till Tosh teaches him how to swear.
That might actually be fun. See you around.
Hi.
What are you reading?
Syrian's last words. Veil Jumpers had them. He must have known it was the end, one way or another.
Right. I don't know what to say here.
Me neither. I don't know if anyone does. He and I, we had plans together. Find the archive, the Nodus Drathalin. Restore the elves. Bring them back to who they were. But now he's gone, and I wonder if the archive should go with him.
Is that what you really want, or do you just think you should?
Neither, or, well, both, kind of. The world the Elven built, the wonders they created. The archive has the knowledge. We could be that again.
So why are you conflicted?
Because of the bad side. Some of them were conquerors, slavers, warlords. That ritual Anaris used? Probably not the only one. Some of them worse. The archive could teach the Venatori, or the Antam, anyone really.
And they're bad enough already.
That knowledge is dangerous, incredibly so. But there's good there too. That's the burden. My people's future, on my shoulders.
Maybe that's true, but you can't take it all on yourself. It'll paralyze you.
It already has. I don't want to choose wrong, make a bad call.
Sometimes the only wrong choice is not choosing at all.
Then tell me, Rook, what would you do?
What you were is important. It's worth the risk. The elves deserve to know more about who they were. Keep the archive.
I think you're right. We'll keep the archive, that connection to our past. It's what Syrian and I were looking for.
Now you found it.
Right. And I found him too. For a little while. That has to be enough.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm ready to say goodbye. For real, this time. But I need some time. Alone. I'll talk to you later, Rook.
Why is it so cold and... Hello, Vorgoth.
Rook, Vorgoth and I have just finished discussing some preparations for my lichdom.
I shall be with you until the end.
Classic Vorgoth. Is this a bad time?
I've so much to do. Crafting a glamour, for example. After lichdom, I'll need an illusion of my mortal appearance for polite company.
Good call.
I've told Harding about the ritual. I'll inform the others afterwards. Rook, would you accompany me during the final rites as witness to my lichdom?
Of course.
Thank you. I'm so pleased it'll be another watcher. When you have time, I'll send word to the necropolis.
What's this lichdom rite actually like?
I must pass through the gates and meet the oldest forces in the necropolis. A final appraisal of my soul.
Hail the living! Emmerich Volkaren and his chosen witness, Rook, the young watcher who has vexed the cruel elven gods.
Collect yourselves for the right.
I'm afraid this is as far as you're permitted. If anything should perchance go wrong, what things we've already seen. Thank you for taking me on, Rook.
Sure thing. Don't come back as a raving undead monster.
I'll endeavor to avoid it. I am come to be judged by the dead.
Emmerich?
I see so much more clearly now. The deeper eddies of the Fade, the pulse of the necropolis. have been through blood and darkness, and I have emerged into light.
Did you? Is this what you wanted?
It's extraordinary. I see more than I could have imagined. All thanks to a friend who helped me find a clear and steady heart. Thank you for coming, everyone. Please, bear with me. This will be rather difficult to explain. I may appear the same as always, as I stand before you, but I've recently undergone a ritual that...
I thought you'd have a skull face. Like a skeleton.
It must be his glamour. It's really something, Professor. I can't sense you're a lich at all.
Harding?
Oh, no. Was becoming a lich a secret?
So, the lich stuff is true, and you crossed that line.
That's strictly between Emmerich, myself, and the Mornwatch. And apparently Harding.
I'm really sorry, Emmerich.
I'm not angry. I'm only disappointed.
No. That's worse.
Just tell me you'll keep your skin on.
That's not how it...
I should take notes.
Look, why don't we just start from the beginning?
Are you satisfied? Yes, I have entered lichdom, and I am not an abomination, or a demon, or a disconsolate spirit. I have become something more. And yet I am still fully possessed of myself.
So you are a skeleton. Got it.
I knew it'd take getting used to. If there's anything anyone wants to say...
Thank you, Rook. But please, allow me. I'd like to think some of us have become friends. I value that more than you might know. But I am changed, and I would never cause you distress by staying where I'm no longer welcomed.
You're no weirder than you were before.
I've seen worse with the Wardens.
You all... really?
I think you'll be fine.
Okay, now, question time.
Look, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with the Wardens, see how their Griffin training is coming along. How about a trip to the Anderfells?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.
Hey, Rook. Irlin and Strife reached out. They finished preparations for Syrian's funeral. I could use someone to come with me, if you're able. Just let me know, okay?
Sure thing.
Hey, you up for drinks? I'm taking Valara to the Hilt for drinks with the Lords of Fortune. You should come. Isabella's paying.
Sounds fun. I'm in.
As a spirit mage, Emric, you must sense spite.
I'm sorry that you two came together under such unjust circumstances. Ah. My sympathies.
You can hear spite, even when it doesn't take me over?
This close, yes.
I am so sorry.
It's funny. Back to the dead Titan.
Here we are. What are you looking for?
I don't know. I just felt like I needed to come back.
Well, take your time. You've been through a lot.
I need to find the Oracle again. I need to know more about the Titans. I need to... I have this power, and it just feels like it came to me for a reason.
Harding, you're still at the beginning of your journey.
But where does it take me, Rook? You got it.
Is it just me, or does it feel different now?
You're right. Something's different. Maybe it's because the expression of the Titan's pain that looked like me doesn't live here anymore.
I can't believe that made perfect sense.
we'll just move this rock out of our way.
Is this entire mountain a Titan?
It's been still for so long. I can't tell where it begins and ends. It's big, though. They all were. Those rocks I can move were all parts of the Titans once. Once I knew, I couldn't forget it. Now I sense them all the time, whether they're dead or just sleeping. No one ever told us, but they're everywhere. Silent. Forgotten.
Not forgotten anymore.
Heard ya. They mined lyrium here too. Isn't that a little ghoulish? Lyrium is the blood of our ancestors. Maybe ancestors isn't the right word. We were part of them. We were them. I don't know the right word. Over there. That lookout.
What's over there?
The Titans walked the earth and shaped the stone. They sang to each other. And now, nothing. We are children of the stone, born from the stone's destruction. Their ruin is etched in our bones, whether we knew it or not. It's my story, and yours too.
We remember the ones that came before and give them a place of honor. That's all we can do.
It doesn't seem enough.
I know.
How can I feel everything that I do and just accept it?
I see you, and I feel your pain.
What now? Where do we go from here?
Once there were Titans. After them came dwarves. Then me. And now you. Destruction is change, sister. And we are still changing.
Harding? Harding, you were far away for a minute.
Sorry, just thinking. I'm ready to go. I have everything I need. This is the eternal hymn. The prayer and the proclamation. Isa Tunal.
So, Tash pries the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my.
What kind of statue was this?
Big snake.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's a giant snake. What would have been better than that?
Dragon.
Maybe. I've seen dragons, though. Never a giant snake.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tash whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Tash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it, sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barb.
Oh, okay.
A barb?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. Oh, there we go.
Any reason you can't just apologize?
Sometimes people say, oops, sorry, and hope that fixes it. But they just want to get the whole thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a barb, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them. Oh, you know, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so bad about it that it's on everyone else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
Oh, okay. Yes, some people might do that.
Pulling a barb puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Tasha's back.
Oh, Tash isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours.
Huh.
Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them, too.
Isabella's apology work for you, Tosh?
Yeah. I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Tash is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yelled that we'll get them out of there, and Tash just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have
Hey, who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well, I don't know what.
It's fine.
No, they're your favorite.
Say you're sorry some more. That'll fix it.
No, you're right. I'm pulling a barb. 1, 2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
Vena Bellinaris. From the form, we bring forth the eternal. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
Death is hard. Funerals are meant to make it easier.
Funerals give you a chance to say goodbye, even if they never hear it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's close to what we've always done. The Dalish, I mean. But the ancient elves used veil fire to show our connection to the Fade. Or so the archive tells me anyways. I think it's what Syrian would have wanted.
Does he really deserve it?
Yeah, he does.
Then let's do it.
Right. On to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess.
Belara,
Hey, Irilyn.
look, if you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
A third we grant to the stars, to speak your life to the firmament. Am I doing this right? I don't know. The archive wasn't much help. It told me the words, but words are only part of it. Rituals aren't just about what you say, it's why and how you say it.
It was always going to be messy. The Evaneris made sure of that. Elves are still your people, and reclaiming who you were starts here.
Syrian made it sound so simple. Learn the past, and then live it. But so much is different. Who we are now is as important as who we were. I just wish it were easier. Okay, let's head to the next brazier.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird. Probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, on to the next brazier.
So, what do you think is out there?
I don't know. Could be anything, really. That's kind of the magic. Nev, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
A third we grant to the sea, to carry you to distant shores. Syrian always wanted to see what was across the ocean. Not Pervalin, I mean really across. The other parts of the world. I wonder if the Evanurus ever left Thedas.
They were bloodthirsty conquerors. I doubt an ocean would stop them.
So there could be elves in other places too. Without the Exalted Marches, without Tevinter, what does that even look like? Maybe better, or maybe not, but different? More of us alive? And probably free? Okay. On to the next one. Okay. One more brazier to go. I'd hoped that the archive might change, now that Norris is gone, I mean.
I'm guessing it didn't?
It called me a witless fool 3 times when it was teaching me about ancient...
I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done, that I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral...
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third we return to the infinite, to find their way to the sanctum of the eternal. And that's it. The words we used to say. According to the archive, at least. It's close to what we say now. Not the same, but nearly. And it's what he would have wanted.
It sounds nice. The sanctum of the eternal. It's a lot more hopeful than some funerals I've been to.
Maybe that's why I'm not sadder. I mean, I'm mostly okay. Not amazing, not great, but okay. We found it. That connection. What Syrian and I were looking for. When he came back, it hurt again. Worse, almost. But this time, I got to say goodbye. And now I have to live my life. That's all I can do, for either of us.
It's good you were there for your brother. And now you can live your life for you.
I will. There's so much to do, so much to still learn from the archive. I don't know what our people's future looks like, but now they know their past, and they have a future. I hope you've found peace, wherever you are now. Dareth, Shiral, and Ha Belanaris. Syrian, I love you.
Antoine, how's the training going?
Bien. One moment. Darkspawn have been spotted. The villagers are in trouble. Rally to your positions. Go! Go!
Save the hassle and go straight to bribery. If it's edible, it'll do.
I did try food. They were more interested in eating my hand.
They won't stop there.
What's the matter, Antoine? A bird getting the best of you?
Yes, well, the problem is they aren't stupid. They can't see it's not real. They're clever.
And bored. So you mix it up.
Yes. Yes. But how?
Well...
Wait, what's happening?
Look! It's Darkspawn! Get it!
No, 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 no!
That did it.
That's hilarious.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
He uses his power to crush any opposition.
Yes. He is far more powerful than I am, and he wields that power like a graceless bludgeon. When I defeat an enemy, it is because I outsmarted them, because I was right. When he does, it is only because he was stronger.
Outsmarting someone and being right aren't exactly the same thing.
Aren't they?
All right, I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elganon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fanharel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And one of the first lessons in the Mornwatch is that the Fade is reality as seen through a smoky mirror.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
I'll have to take your word for that.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Yeah, you were.
A mistake I shall endeavor not to repeat. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
The odds on this were never good, but we've already beaten them once. We have a job to finish, and 2 gods to kill. We don't get to wallow in wine, because no one else is taking this fight.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
Did the Veil Jumpers find any traces of where Elgranon and his archdemon went?
No. Venatori started swarming the area right after we left, and they had to leave.
The crows may have something. The Untam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gadlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Untam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Untam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Finding the gods is our first priority. Following those supplies is our best chance.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Keep your weapons ready. We don't know when the gods will show themselves again. Be prepared for anything. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last. You look settled. You like it here? Good. Hey, Antoine. Evka?
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the Blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
This place is so troubled. Where the Fade touches the wetlands, it must be a mess on that side too.
If there are demons, they can stay on their side of the veil.
So what's the Blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Should you have told me all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the Blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the Blight more than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So we kill this eruption. It can die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendel might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
I'll make sure the whole thing burns.
Good.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the waters, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Hey, Dad. You know those containers we made for some of the...
Get ready. There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
Let us know when this goes from bad to worse.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
And fight a few darkspawn on the way.
All right, better move before more darkspawn show up. A tendril! It's attached!
Up on the ledge. We can get at the tendrils from there.
A ballista!
Well, that could be handy.
We're through!
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
What is... Is that the blight eruption?
Van Hedith.
The darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
Damn it!
Tavern?
I can hear that eruption. The blight's spreading. We need to stop it.
Watch your right. Davrin, what is it?
The eruption's not happening. Just keep fighting. We're not falling to it.
Keep going!
We won't give in. Coming, it's range!
This is it. Let's get that eruption. We strike, and the whole thing goes up. All right, time to destroy this thing.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook, hi!
We knew when you hit that eruption, the blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
Bad. But it's gone.
Seems to be. At least this one. When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Tough little things.
Yeah, there's something special. We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable!
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but FK and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry, I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
If new threats turn up, we'll kick their ass.
That's perfect.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
The wetlands are still blighted.
And it won't get better quickly. I still like the flowers, though.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back...
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
I'm a Trevelyan. Feels like someone I haven't seen for a long time. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elgernon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
We were up against an archdemon and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine, could be self-interest. He'd have been screwed too if we didn't make it.
He's never clear, but he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen-Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
Do you always agree with your friends?
We are pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I will never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear. You know this too.
But?
He became those names when he fought gods, and regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
Solus earned his prison, and the gods have earned what's coming to them too.
I'm just saying, focus on tomorrow. They're the ones looking backward.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now. I just miss the banter about friends.
See the size of Elgernon's dragon?
Kind of hard to miss. He, the archdemon Lucicon, is a he.
Male dragons don't have wings.
Elgernon used magic to make the archdemons bigger. Maybe he added wings, too.
Ugh. And
be screwed with her horns. What kind of asshole does that?
The kind we kill.
Oh, Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Oh, come on, I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So, I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, mostly.
So, what did you want to ask then?
Oh, right. It's my hero. I've mostly got it figured out. Who they are, what they look like. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
Well, I've done some things in my past I'm not proud of. Nothing too terrible, but some of it was bad. And I figure I need to make that right.
I wish I could be like that. Facing danger, caution to the wind.
But that's pretty much exactly what you do. All the time.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it, that's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
That we did.
I like that confidence. Anyways, I should get back to it. Writing. Thanks, Rook. That helped. A lot.
Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna call it, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow, or I might get on later, I'm not sure. But until then, bye.